everyone, this is Darren Tay here, 2016 World Champion of Public Speaking, and I have here with me a very good friend of mine. It's none other than William Hung, fellow professional speaker, who speaks on signature topic, Champions by Choice, which is a motivational topic. So William, welcome to Singapore.
Thank you so much, Darren.
Thank you for having us, and more importantly, we would like to start off this very, I would say, informal interview with the first question. I think that's also the question that many of us would have, and that is, how has life changed for you after American Idol in 2004?
She bangs, I'm
Thank you.
wasted by the way
Thank
she...
you. You can't sing, you can't dance, so what do you want me to say?
I already gave my best, and I have no regrets at all.
Good for you.
That's good. Now that's
excellent,
good. That's
William.
good.
That's the best attitude yet.
It's been crazy. My life has turned upside down. I turned from a regular college student to a household name. It's like everywhere I go, including Singapore, I was stopped by regular people. They were like pointing fingers and saying, "Oh my God, aren't you the guy from American Idol?" It's so crazy. I couldn't believe it.
Oh, amazing. So people know you, whether it's in America or outside of America.
Yes.
And what were some of the common questions that they often ask you once they've identified that, hey, you are William Hung from American Idol 2004? So what's the next most common question that you get?
Oh, I would say one of the common questions is like, let me see, what do you do now? Another common question could be like, wow, I don't know how you have the courage to get up there. I couldn't do it.
Oh, that's amazing. So William actually went on to American Idol in 2004 with the signature song that you chose, which is
She Bangs by
She
Ricky
Bangs.
Martin.
She Bangs by Ricky Martin. And of course, we're not going to have William sing it right now. But do you also know that this year, June 2018, William got to sing on stage with Ricky Martin himself?
Yeah, it's unbelievable in Las Vegas,
How was
Monte
it?
Carlo. It's so surreal. It's like, I think of it, it's like, was I dreaming? And I know I wasn't dreaming.
Wow, amazing. So William, apart from speaking on Champions by Choice, which is your signature topic, could you share with us what do you do? What's your daily job?
My daily job is working as an administrative assistant for Los Angeles County Department of Public Health.
Wow, fantastic. And you also take the time to go for professional speaking events and you
Yes.
speak on Champions by Choice. So could you share with us a little bit more about what motivated you to want to go into professional speaking?
Yes.
And roughly, who are your target audience? People who can reach out to you, people who can benefit from your speeches?
Well, I started doing the motivational speaking around 2017, so it wasn't too long ago. And then the reason I got this idea was because I felt like my entertainment career was, went up and down, but I feel that I couldn't get it to the same level as before. Because before I was living a dream life. It's like I get invited to perform everywhere. My first album, Inspiration, it was the #1 independent album on billboards.
Oh,
It sold
wow.
over 200,000 copies all over the world.
Wow, that's amazing. 200,000 copies. Inspiration.
Yeah, that's the name of my first album. And then I look back at that success, and maybe I can leverage that idea, because in that particular album, well, my record company, one of the things they did that was unique was that between the songs, there were like inspirational messages sprinkled throughout.
I see.
So maybe I can speak about it. Why not talk about it?
So I'm just curious, for the Inspiration album, the first album that you published, was the rendition of She Bangs one of the songs?
Yes, it was.
Nice. So is it still available?
Yeah, I think it will be harder to find the official copy, but maybe Amazon and eBay probably still have it.
Fantastic. And do you also know that William starred in a Hong Kong movie? So William, could you share with us a little bit more?
Oh yes, sure. So another thing that you may not know is that I starred in a Hong Kong movie, and it's called Where Is Mama's Boy? and I was the boy. I was playing the starring role along with a Hong Kong actress veteran. Her name is Nancy Sit, and it was a very challenging experience because shooting a movie looks good on the screen,
Yep.
but it's actually a lot of hard work.
And he had to speak in Cantonese.
Yes, and I was speaking in Cantonese.
Is in Cantonese. And one more thing that if you do not already know about William is a fellow Toastmaster. So William, when did you join Toastmasters, and how did you find the Toastmastering experience?
Oh, I joined Toastmasters back around 2012 when I started working for the Sheriff's Department in Los Angeles. And the reason I joined Toastmasters was back then, I felt that my job was very boring. It's like the same thing, like reviewing data every single day. So I wanted something more exciting. And when I first joined Toastmasters, to be completely honest, I just thought it was entertainment. I never thought Toastmasters as a platform as professional speaking, at least not at the time. And then, like I mentioned, the reason I discovered that new path was because I feel like maybe I can inspire people to go after their dreams instead of just worry about failure and giving up. Because I see people in my network, my friends and my colleagues, they settle, right? They don't want to go for it because it's risky. And by nature, when you try to go after something big, it is risky. But do you want to go for it, or do you want to regret it for the rest of your life?
Yeah, it's also about taking what we call calculated risk.
Take calculated risk, yes.
Yeah, absolutely. So, William, now we also know that you are a professional speaker. So, as a fellow professional speaker, could you share with our friends and our viewers what do you think are the three things in order to succeed in, say, professional speaking that you use? So, imagine if someone who has just started out, or someone who is thinking of starting out as a professional speaker, what would be the three sort of tips that you would like to share?
Oh, absolutely, because I actually help other people in the Los Angeles, Southern California area, because I belong to the Speakers Bureaus and Toastmasters over there. And one of the things is not just about your story or your speaking ability. One of the things I learned the hard way is you need a marketing system that's consistent. And consistent, like maybe, for example, let's say you do research. And that's what I actually do. I would do like search for the conferences. Let's say technology conference. You Google, and then you pick 10 each day. You go talk to organizers. You send out materials. You send out follow-up emails, and then when you get the interest, maybe you do a phone call. So that is a big deal, because without that system, you don't get to show up on stage.
Absolutely. So like what we say for professional speaking, it's not just you need to have high content value, you also need to have a broad enough base. Otherwise you can be that good in terms of your content, but if no one knows about that content, it's going to be very challenging. So getting yourself visible. Wow, that's wonderful tip. Any other tips that you'd like to share?
Yeah, sure. So the another thing I learned about the speaking, it's not about you. And so it's very hard. It's almost like against natural instincts, because as human beings, when we communicate, we do want to share our authentic self. We want to share our stories, our experiences, but it's very important to be mindful that you don't come across as only you. You want to come across as instead you want to come across as someone that is giving, like someone that's I feel like I can take action. I feel that you are with me. You are in my shoes.
I agree. Usually when I also share with some of our fellow professional speakers is that it's not enough just to be interesting as a speaker, but also to be interested in the audience members, to really place them at the number one priority. So wow, that's lovely. And if there's a third tip, what would it be?
Let me see. I would say that on the similar path, like don't try too hard to be humorous. Don't try too hard to add things that's not you. Because if you're not comfortable, let's say that's something that I see a few people try too hard at the speech contest. They try to copy someone's speaking style or someone's joke or whatever, and it usually backfires because it's not you, and people could tell it's not you.
True, absolutely. So William, now before we go on to the final question for our interview today, the second last question, my penultimate question is this. We talked about the successes, the joys, the fun part, the tips and the strategies. When it comes to obstacles,
Yes.
what would you say or identify to be the two main obstacles when it comes to professional speaking?
Two main obstacles. I would say the first thing is having a very structured signature talk. There's many obstacles, but that's one of them that I finally figured out recently, because I was very fortunate. I work with one of the presentation coaches in America. Her name is Carol Cox. She's wonderful. She typically only helps women entrepreneurs, but we met at a podcasting festival. And then she really helped me home in on my structure. And the biggest takeaway, the biggest thing I learned, I want to share with everyone listening to this, is that you need a structure that's flexible but also unique to you. And so for example, my structure that we came up with for Champion by Choice, there's 3 keys. There's communication, there's context, and there's connections. And then depending on the audience and the situation, I can just adapt change the examples and still make it my own speech.
Lovely, lovely. So when it comes to obstacles, definitely one would be in terms of structuring it, because we know that if you want to have a keynote and you want people to call you back again, you need to have really that killer keynote. So what is another obstacle that you have faced in your professional speaking journey?
I would say another major obstacle, I think this one is more like individual obstacle for me, because of my previous brand and reputation. I would say that it's very hard to come across as someone that can be a subject matter expert. So let's say I have knowledge because of my master's in business, which is true. I would know things about relational database, or perhaps changing business processes within the organization. But it's very hard. But I can't really sell myself doing that first, because there's so many better, more credible subject matter experts. Because I'm known for my failed American Idol audition, for better or worse. So I would say that's a big obstacle, because to some meeting planners, to some organizers, if I were to tell them, hey, I have this knowledge that I can help, they may be shaking their head, they might not believe me. So somehow I need to start off from a different footing, like more like an inspiration, more like a motivation, courage, or whatever, and then lead into that main point.
I understand. Absolutely. It's been a great pleasure to have you, William, but we're going to conclude this interview with the final question. The final question is going to be a light-hearted question. It's going to be your 3 favorites. So first one, what's your favorite movie?
My favorite movie. I have so many favorite movies, but I would say one of the recent ones I saw was Downsizing. It was very it's an American movie. It was very interesting because it was about like how you can change the world by making miniature versions of ourselves.
Cool.
So instead of us 5 feet tall, 6 feet tall, maybe 10% or 3% of that miniature versions walking on Earth.
I can see you're very excited talking about it. It's awesome. So the next favorite quote.
Favorite quote. Ooh, favorite quote. Oh my goodness, I just blanked out on this one.
Or a quote that really resonated with you.
I would say that I like Martin Luther King. It's like the quote. I forgot the exact words, but it's the one where he talks about, not the one about the dream, but the one about where you don't need to see the entire staircase before taking that first step.
I see. Wow, lovely. And the final one is favorite food.
Ooh, favorite food. I love satay, chicken satay, especially in Singapore. I could never have enough of it.
Chicken satay, absolutely. So thank you so much, William, for joining us for this particular interview and sharing your magnificent insights with our audience members, how you managed to overcome the odds, how you managed to evolve and grow as a professional speaker, how you managed to, notwithstanding a full-time job, but still pursuing your passion, your dream, and giving great, massive value to your audience members, inspiring them every step of the way. So thank you very much, William.
Thank you so much.
It's a great pleasure to have you. So if the audience would like to know more and to contact you, how can they reach out to you? Do you have a Facebook account?
Yes. A couple of easy ways to do it. One is my website, willhung.com. WILLHUNG.com. On that website, there is a contact information near the top. I would say my social media, I'm most active on Facebook, LinkedIn, and Instagram.
LinkedIn, Instagram, Facebook.
Yes, Facebook number one.
So remember the website is www.willhung.com.
Yes.
So if you'd like to contact William, feel free to go on to William's website. Thank you very much once again, William. Take care.
Thank you.
Have a pleasant stay in Singapore.
Yes, thank you.
See you.